1 hour yap sesh go. So I've there was a little trend when people would do yapping sessions, and since the limit on TikTok was 10 minutes, people would like yap for, let's say, an hour and speed it up 6 times as fast, so it fits in the 10 minutes. But now we have the 1 hour, and I haven't seen a 1 hour yap sesh. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I didn't really look that hard. I did one TikTok search, and here we are, 1 hour yap session, and I love talking. Okay, so here we go. What should we talk about first? How about we talk about me? So this TikTok account, Jacob J. Originally, it's a YouTube channel. Maybe you want to check it out. I don't. Okay. But seriously, I have a YouTube channel. Been working on it for a little bit, and I thought, okay, you see all these big streamers, all these big personalities blow up off of TikTok, quite literally. And so I'm like, what? Why don't I do that? You know what I'm saying? Why don't I do that? So here I am, trying to do that. And this is like my third attempt. I hate to admit, but yeah, I've had a couple other accounts. First one, I tried that whole kind of like fake cringe thing, and it was fun, but I don't know. And then, another one worked out actually pretty good. The same video that's currently uploaded on this channel, I uploaded on that one already, but I signed up with my phone number, and I told TikTok, don't recommend me to other people, and they just don't give a fuck, I guess, because in my recommendeds, like all the people I went to high school with, and I guess I probably shouldn't care, but I do, so I just reset that account. So here we are. Third time's the try, baby. Except not really, because I have other TikTok accounts too. I have so many TikTok accounts. I don't know why. I have like 6. The first kind of big successful one I had was like 3 years ago in 2021. I made like an anime TikTok, and it worked sort of. I got one Berserk edit that got a few 100,000 views, and then I tried making other edits like Vinland Saga or just anything, and it didn't work. And I looked that up, and people were saying, yeah, once you kind of get into a groove with your content, TikTok puts a big fat stamp on your head and says, yeah, now you gotta do this kind of content for the rest of your trying days on TikTok. So I was like, okay, I guess I won't do TikTok anymore then. And then I didn't do TikTok anymore then. Then I made a YouTube account. Now my first YouTube account was pretty successful. In a matter of slightly over a year, because I took a pretty long break, I ended up getting a video that almost reached 1 million views, and I was super happy. And then I tried uploading more. It didn't do that well, and I gave up and then started this channel. So maybe I just have an issue of commitment, and that's what I'm trying to fix with this channel, because already with this new YouTube channel, I've had a video that got 500,000 views. Great. Very good stuff. More successful than some people have ever been. I'm very grateful for that. But other videos, only like 200 views. And I'm like, damn, that sucks. And it's really hard to not just want to throw that all away and start somewhere completely brand new. And, I get these ridiculous ideas. I see a YouTuber do something like, man, maybe I should be a gaming challenge channel or some shit like that. And yeah, I want to do that, but I'm like, I gotta stick with this fucking channel, because if I don't, I'm gonna have 6 YouTube accounts at this point. But the whole thing with the 6 TikTok accounts, it's also just personal accounts, like for scrolling, to get that micro learning dose. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, my YouTube channel. Check it out. But anyways, 1 hour yap sesh. We're already 4 minutes in, 4 minutes and 20 something seconds in. I don't know if I'm going to cut off the intro a bit because I was like leaning back in my chair, but yeah, it's going pretty good. Pretty great at talking, I'd say, which is ironic because I didn't really talk that much in high school, but we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. I don't know you. You don't know me. You don't need to know my whole personal life. But let's just say I wasn't much of a talker, and I really like to talk. I like to yap, as the kids say. But yeah, I've always wanted to have some level of success on the internet. And I guess I sort of already achieved that. But you know, you gotta do crazy shit to be recognized on the internet. You know, people, you can't just upload a video of you dancing and become popular off of that. Yeah, you can. So see what I did there? It's called sarcasm. Okay, but for the average person like me who can't dance, isn't like a model, what can I do? I can be funny, which is kind of hard in my opinion, or I can be really educational, be great at editing, be great at finding topics to talk about. What's this video about? Gee whiz. But I'm trying to work on the comedy stuff on the channel, that kind of stuff. It's hard. It's hard, you know, it's one thing to be funny with your friends, and it's a completely different thing to try to be funny to a bunch of people online, because they don't have the same humor as you. They don't have the same inside jokes as you. They don't have the same experiences that allow you to share that humor with them. You kind of have to, you know, extend an olive branch, if you will, to make jokes about. And that's kind of where I am right now. Just kind of figuring stuff out. You know, it is very, very frustrating to work on a video or even an idea like a TikTok channel and just not have it do well. You know, it's like, okay, I worked really hard on this and I got nothing out of it. Shucks, you know, because with the game of the internet, you move on, you make the next thing. Because if you don't, you're not going to make it, you know? And as much as I hate admitting this, if I try to look at pre-existing channels, and I try to be like, okay, he did it in 5 videos. I'm at 6 videos. Where's my ticket to Hollywood? You know, if I compare myself to others, I don't think it's a good thing, you know? As they say, comparison is the thief of joy. Roosevelt said that. Maybe. I don't know. I'm Canadian. I don't give a fuck. But, you know, it's hard to do that. And on the same page, you have people who've been doing YouTube way, way longer than I have who haven't seen an ounce or gram, I guess, of the success that I have. So I should be happy, but I'm not happy because I'm human, you know? I don't know. Yeah, I'm just yapping on a camera. Maybe this video will be a total flop too. Very possible. If it doesn't reach the intended audience. TikTok is like that. It's fickle. I've noticed that firsthand. Like I said, with the TikTok channel that I had, you know, you think you do well, but you don't. That's the thing with the internet. Unless you're really, really famous, you just aren't guaranteed shit all, basically, right? I thought I was this hotshot when I got my first YouTube video that got over 500,000, the first one. I was like, yeah, okay, can coast, got accepted into the creator program. Now the world's my oyster. No, it isn't, buddy. I have like 8,000 subs on that channel. The shit all is my oyster, okay? I gotta keep working on that, but I don't actually, because I quit it to create this channel. I digress, but you gotta keep trying. If you're watching this, you skip to this part, or if you aren't watching this and this falls off, I have no fucking idea. You gotta keep trying, man. That's the only thing you can control. The only thing you can control is your reaction to the circumstances presented to you. You can't control most of the circumstances in life, you know? You can't control how a job interview is going, like the result of a job interview. You can control how you react to it, how you enter that job interview, but you can't ultimately be like, today I feel like a job, you know? You can't do that as much as you'd love to. And it's kind of an interesting thing that a lot of life is uncontrollable. A lot of life is just you making the most of what you can do with it. And I think as much as that has been difficult in my life, I think it makes you a better person, or gives you the adversity to develop yourself, your character. Because if everything was handed out to you, you would become a snobby little celebrity. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, but I mean, you know what I mean, right? I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm privileged for saying this, but I think things that you have to work hard to achieve feel a lot better than just handouts. And as much as I'd love to just be handed out, here you go, a 10 million subscriber fan base that's loyal to you and wants to watch all your videos and hear your stupid jokes, I think I would probably, okay, I'm not gonna, I would be pretty fucking happy. But it would probably feel better to achieve that myself. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. Little side tangential thing that I wanted to talk about. I got a haircut today. looks pretty good, I think. Wearing this t-shirt I got at a concert in Toronto a couple of years ago. Machine Girl, if you know them. Probably not your style of music. Maybe, though. These glasses I got, the baby. These glasses I got a couple months ago. I like them. That was just a little sidetrack there, but yeah, life isn't easy. You know, that's why you got to make these hour-long yap sessions to pay the bills, as they say. But I have a couple other ideas for this channel, or this TikTok account. Thinking of starting this series called Random Yap Sesh, because clearly I'm good at it. But it's inspired off this other creator whose name's Chargy. He created a series where he spun a wheel and he, picked a console, and then that console picked a video game. Random video game review. Worked out for him. Let's, as Ludwig would say, the yoink and twist. Take his ideas, twist it into your own idea. Then way it's not really stealing, sort of. So I'm like, okay, I'm not a video game person. I'm a talking person. What the fuck can I yap about? So I came up with a few ideas. I was like, okay, maybe I could do random Wikipedia summaries. Maybe I could do I didn't know what to do. And then it hit me yesterday. I'm like, okay, do the wheel idea. But how? How do I do the wheel idea? I generated 100 random topics with AI. Wow, AI good, AI bad. I don't know. Let's talk about that in like 10 minutes. But I generated 100 different ideas. Some of them I had to refine because it was either repeats or some shit like craft beer, which I don't drink craft beer. So not going to do that one. And I got these ideas like space, art, history. I put in like internet, video games, that kind of stuff, because look at my appearance. Clearly I know about that stuff. But I was thinking, I'm like, okay. And then with all those ideas, I generated 100 questions about 100, because, AI, you can say do 100 things and it'll give you like 85, which was the average for me. And I got, so like about on average 85 plus questions per topic. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is just spin the big wheel, pick the topic, spin the little wheel, yap about it for a minute, probably with TikTok. That might do well. I don't know. I don't really care about the minute-long monetization because, again, I'm Canadian. I can't make money off of TikTok, which is stupid as fuck. Last I checked, we should have access to that. There's plenty of Canadian creators. We don't, though, I guess. So, yeah, so that was my idea there. I don't know when I'm going to do that. Probably in the next week or so. Definitely within the next 2 weeks, because I go back to school, go back to great university, and do that stuff, which I like, but fingers crossed content creation works out. You know what I'm saying? No, but I like that kind of stuff. I do. But is it something I'd want to do the rest of my life? Kinda. Maybe. But I would definitely want to do content creation. I'm not the kind of guy that's like, content creation is harder than your 9 to 5. I mean, I'm not going to be like that. Is it a hard thing? I think, best put, if it was easy, you would have everyone be a content creator. Which anyone can be a content creator, but not everybody is one. As much as it might seem like that on these social media sites, you go out in public, you see a 40-year-old. That guy maybe never heard of Skibbity Toilet. Probably not. We are very... people in this space tend to think everyone else thinks like them. That everyone else kind of shares the same zeitgeist of information on the internet world. But the truth is, they don't. So not everyone's a social media influencer. Probably for the better, because if everyone was, then important jobs wouldn't be done. No one would be building buildings. No one would be doctors, getting you pills, saving your fucking life, okay? Designing the architecture, websites, platforms we interact with daily, okay? They TikTok dance, And I like doing that kind of stuff because I think maybe I have a chance at being good at it, at entertaining people. Maybe, I don't know. You tell me if you stuck around this long. Comment comment CEO mindset 2023. They won't know what I'm talking about if you're here. Chances are you aren't, because this video didn't do well. Maybe. I don't know. I can't control the future. All you can do, this kind of thing, back to the content for a minute here. You can create the best video ever, right? You can. Chances are, if it is the best video ever, it will perform really well. Chances are it doesn't. What do you do? Nothing. You know, once it's up in the cloud, on the internet, the only thing you can do is observe and maybe change the thumbnail, description, title, tags, metadata. Okay, but realistically, right? There is a finite limit of the amount of things you can do once a video is up. Besides, you know, obviously deleting it or something like that. But that kind of helped me a lot because, you know, I'd feel really bummed out. I'd create a video. I'd be like, okay, I put my fucking left testicle, every ounce of energy in my body into this thing. And YouTube turns 10 of 10. That sounds good. 10 of 10. No. Very bad. 10 of 10 is the worst performing video out of the last 10 you uploaded. And that happens a lot. And you're just sitting there like, now what, you know? But yeah, you just kind of learn to realize that metric doesn't matter. You know, my latest video, slightly over 10,000 views. The first hour or so I've uploaded it, 8 of 10, 9 of 10, something like that. Devastated. Let me tell you, I was devastated just sitting there, listening to music, looking at YouTube Studio on my phone like, damn, I thought this would do way better. Lo and behold, now it's 3 of 10, you know, a lot better. And I've had opposite situations, true. 2 of 10? Oh my God. And then 2 days later, fucking like 7 of 10, 6 of 10. You're like, okay. Okay, yeah, that's awesome. So, point is, the internet is sporadic. The internet is random. The internet is beautiful. Okay? Okay, next topic. Favorite video game? You go first. Comment below CEO Mindset 2023 followed by your favorite video game. That will freak the fuck out of these people, okay? Freak the fuck out. Okay. My favorite video game. This one's tough because I feel like there's a lot of great choices, right? Minecraft. Minecraft is a game I grew up with. I really enjoyed it growing up. I even remember the first day I got Minecraft, or first time I sort of came home and it was at home, was sometime in the second grade. Grade 2 for us Canadians. I came home. My brother was playing Minecraft. And I'm like, you got Minecraft? What? And I'm, you know, little baby. I'm like, please, sir. And, you know, he decides to troll me a bit, as big brothers do. Like, nope, I'm not giving into it. I start crying, obviously. It's like every child's dream to play Minecraft at that age. Pocket Edition, it exists. But it was fucking ass, okay? It sucked. It really sucked. And so, you know, I'm bawling my little eyes out. He's like, here you go, bro. You know, pretend this is the login and password. He gives it to me. I'm like, yes, my dreams of playing the same game as Captain Sparkles. Yes. And, you know, I open it and I still remember. I still get those flashbacks of just like the first world you play. You know, I remember I created this little base in this jungle tree. Over a river, and I had this little hole, and you know, you know, I'm a little crass, little juvenile, like 9-year-old, and I'm like, this little hole, it's my toilet, and I'll take cocoa beans, throw them out of the little hole. Got a little bit of spit on my screen. I'll take the cocoa beans, throw them in the hole. I just pooped in the toilet. You know, that's the kind of thing that would happen. I just realized now. I hope the audio quality is good because I'm not recording with a microphone. I'm recording with my camera's fucking, oh God. I hope this is good. You know, at the very least, it's understandable. You know? People can understand what I'm saying. If it's not the greatest quality, whatever. People aren't probably even going to watch most of this. If you're still watching at the 20-minute mark, comment 20 CEO Mindset 2023 favorite video game, Vicodin. I'll be checking. But yeah, Minecraft. That's let me get a little more close and personal here for a second. So maybe the audio is a bit better. Minecraft, huge on that list. Nowadays, do I play it? Not really. Not really. Excuse me. You know, you have that 2-week Minecraft phase with your friends. Let's face it, it's not really 2 weeks anymore, at least for me. It's like 5 days, if I'm lucky. Which is funny because, you know, back in COVID times, the dark ages, you know, we had a Minecraft server, the first one on PC that was sort of, you know, everyone played because it was fucking COVID. What were you supposed to do but play video games? And that was really, really fun. And now we have Minecraft, and it's like, yeah, you play, and then you think, okay, I can play 5 million other games because I'm adult now. I have money. Here, take my money, buy game. Kind of thing. And, okay, yeah, the reason why that's funny is because I set up this thing with Java Oracle Cloud, which basically let my server run forever for free. Look it up. Try it out. It's literally Java Oracle Cloud free Minecraft server. Good specs too. Like 20 gigabytes of RAM, and the server's free, just running forever. And it's been like 8 months because we all usually create it in Christmas time. It's like 8 months later. I checked a couple days ago, still running. Nobody plays. Someone created a giant pixel art of Tobuscus. Well, I you know, also watched a lot of growing up. Anyways, it kind of sucks because I created that whole thing, but it was fun, and you know, I guess if we ever want to play it, kind of thing. Anyways, other good games. Let me think. I really enjoy the Fallout series. I have fond memories when I was, I want to say 12 years old. One summer, I took swim. I was on the like local swim team, and before swim team practices, and listen, I was like a little chubby little kid. I couldn't really swim that great, but anyways, you know, before that kind of, or like in between swim practices, when I'd go home, boot up Fallout New Vegas. Beautiful game to play and experience. Amazing times. Very fun. Highly recommend. Fallout 4. Don't get me fucking started on Fallout 4, okay? No. Listen, Fallout 4. Fantastic game too, in my opinion. When it first came out in 2014, I don't know if I played Fallout New Vegas before or after 4. I want to say before. So, assuming it's before, doesn't really matter for what I'm about to say, but when Fallout 4 is coming out, that was like my most hyped I've ever been for a game in my life. I pre-ordered the game on Steam, the whole shebang, preloaded it the night before so I could immediately hop in. My face when it releases on a school day, derp, and I literally tell my mom, can I skip today to play Fallout 4? And since I guess my grades were good enough, she's like, yeah, sure. Best day ever. Fucking literally, like, as a kid, best day ever. Played the whole game the whole day. Didn't really miss squat, right? You're in elementary school, middle school. Doesn't matter, okay? Because it doesn't matter. So I definitely don't regret doing that. It was really fun. And that was probably one of my top gaming experiences to date. Just staying up and playing that game. And yeah, I've played the other Fallout games too. Fallout 1 didn't beat. Okay, not all of them. Fallout 2 I have installed, never opened it. Fallout Tactics have installed, never opened it. Fallout 3 I've beaten. It's okay. You know, it's okay. That's a series I also really like. What other series do I like? Persona. Persona fans, when they insert text. Love that series as well. Persona 3 Reload, the remake of Persona 3, came out this year in February. That was really fun to play. Took me a long ass time, but I beat it. Persona 4 Golden, love that game too. Persona 5 Royal, love that game too. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, those are great RPGs. I would say my favorite kinds of games are RPGs or sort of like resource management games. We're talking Oxygen Not Included. We're talking Factorio. Talking Don't Starve. We're talking City Skylines type beat. We're talking RimWorld, okay? We're talking freaking RimWorld here. Those games, love them. Love them. Plenty of hours in those ones. You know, I also dabble in a bit of online multiplayer, you know. CSGO, now known as CS2. Used to not touch it at all. In my senior year of high school, me and my one buddy, we played it like almost every day. Now I have like 300 hours clocked into it. I'm not proud of how many hours I have online, but do I regret them? No, because I had fun. And that's a perfect segue to the next topic. Should you regret having not always being productive? Should you be productive 24/7? Leave your answer in the comments below. Whatever the comments were, I don't fucking remember. CEO mindset was in there, okay? As long as you have that, you're good. You're good. Should you be productive 24/7? My answer, no. Obviously not. If you're productive 24/7, you can't experience life. Let me rephrase that. Should you try to be as productive as possible when you aren't enjoying yourself? This is where it's a little difficult. I think, truth be told, you want to break the matrix. You want to become successful, achieve stardom, become the next fucking Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. Well, you probably want your parents to have a lot of money and help you out with that. Okay, but seriously, you want to be more than just a 9-to-5 worker? You should try to have some goals and try to reach them. Because I actually saw this video. It's really interesting. If you try to... A lot of people will say they want to be rich. And, okay, everyone wants to be rich. But as soon as you ask them, how do you intend on being rich? That's it. They don't have anything else. And I remember my brother sent me that video to watch, and I'm like, this isn't relevant to me because I'm going to be a YouTuber and I'm going to make a lot of money that way. But it's true. A lot of people have these grand plans of what they want to have. They have the end goal, right? They have Hollywood movie actor. They have fucking Bugatti in the garage, Lamborghini in the garage, Balenciaga designer drip. Excuse me. But they don't have the little path to get there, okay? They don't. And so then you sit there and you're like, how do I do that? And for me, as much I'm a little, what's the term I'm looking for here? Stubborn about this. I want YouTube and online content creation to be my path of achieving what I want. And I'm going to try my best to do it, as much as it is difficult sometimes, like I kind of yapped about earlier, right? You put all this effort into a video. But anyways, what were we talking about? We're talking about success, productivity. Yes, you should try to have goals. You should have also plans to accomplish those goals, because goals are important, yes. But if you have, what's a good simile here? You have a map, you have your current position, your next position, but if you have fog of war covering all the roads in between, you probably won't not. You probably just won't go. You know, lots of people these days are unwilling to take risk in these kinds of things. And I think financial risk, sure, maybe don't want to do it, but kind of thing like uploading on the internet. Okay, you're maybe ashamed of that. You're maybe uncomfortable, embarrassed. Why? Okay, I get it, maybe elementary, middle school, because people can be kind of ruthless. But high school, face it, people aren't probably going to see it if you're careful. Like what I did again with the accounts, creating new ones. Don't be afraid to do that kind of stuff, you know, because it doesn't matter in the long term thing here. It doesn't matter. And You know, if you knew me personally, or you were in my brain, you'd be in my brain talking to me right now, like, that's Rich. He's telling people to not worry about others. This guy's the biggest worrier of others out there. But it's kind of like that you fake it till you make it kind of thing. You know, I keep saying this, keep yapping about it. Maybe when I look myself in the mirror one day, I don't care what other people think. Maybe that's the goal. I don't know. But I do have the goal of wanting to be a YouTuber, wanting to be a person who has a following online. And yeah, I've just always had that. I think most people growing up, as far as Gen Z, as far as growing up when the internet age existed and they followed YouTubers, they're like, shit, dude, this guy play video game all day and he make money? Sign me up, kind of thing. And that's kind of where I've always been, you know? I've had other channels too. I've wanted YouTube for basically as far as I can remember. I've had juvenile channels when I was 12 with that really squeaky voice where I played Gmod and didn't know how to cut a video. And basically had this yapping session, but a lot less interesting and a lot of like fucking lip smacking and just awkward pauses. And we're over 50% of the way there, baby. Give me a freaking virtual high five. Whoops. It's up in the morning. Another YouTuber I love, Jacksepticeye. What a fucking great guy, you know? No controversies as far as I'm aware of, like major ones, in all of his YouTube career. And what were we talking about? YouTube success. Yeah, I've wanted YouTube success for a while. And that's my little footpath to the goals I want in life. Now maybe it's a drop shipping business, if those are still viable these days. I don't think so. Maybe it's ASMR channels or fucking, I don't know, some shit like that. That's fine. No one's judging, as long as, in my opinion, what you're doing doesn't harm others. Really harm others. I think that's fine. You know, I think you should do it, is my point, if it doesn't really harm others. So figure that shit out, man. If you're still watching this video, comment, I'm going to figure out my goal right away. CEO Mindset 2023 or whatever the fuck. Yeah, do it, I guess. I don't know. Next topic that I would feel comfortable talking about and don't want to nerd out too much. Music, I suppose. What type of music do you like? I like fucking obscure niche music that sounds like fucking ear for most people. Ear cancer fucking sucks for most people. I like underground rap music. But Blade, Drain Gang, Net Spend. Okay, I feel awkward talking about this. Next topic. Mathematics. Mathematics. A lot of people don't like math. That was my favorite subject growing up. Mathematics. Why? Because mathematics had one clear answer. You had the equation presented in front of you. 5 plus 3, 8. Right? Yeah. Anyways, so you had one solution. And then you had like fucking language comprehension that was like, write a story about a pony floating on a star through the Milky Way galaxy, or some shit like that. And then the teacher would write like, blah, 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 blah. B-. I saw this funny TikTok. Oh, we're on TikTok. I saw this funny TikTok that was like, English teachers grading your essay when all they have to do is write question mark and take away 70 points. Yeah, pretty accurate. That's how most of my high school English assignments went, basically. Math, it's good. And then you think, okay, math has only one answer. You go to university level math like I do. No. Okay, you ever heard of a thing called writing a proof? I hope you didn't, because it sucks. It's like writing an essay for math, and there's many ways you can tackle the problem. And I love it. Okay, I like it. Nerding out alert. But yeah, mathematics is cool. It explains a lot of things. Next nerdy topic, go. Oh my gosh, I just had it on the... Ooh, just on the cusp. Anime, mangas, TV shows. What type of media do you watch? Favorite TV show? Gotta think here. I'm gonna go for a classic, Breaking Bad, as one of my top, but maybe not the top. What's the top? The top show. I don't know. But what do you think? Top show ever. I really like BoJack Horseman. Love that show, cartoon. My posture is so fucking bad. That show, cartoon, whatever you want to call it. Right now I'm watching House MD. Funny as hell show. What else? Better Call Saul, the spiritual successor to Breaking Bad, if you will. Love that show. Community is good. I don't know. I'm watching Dexter, but it's after season 4, so it's kind of spoiler alert, sort of, not really. Anime and manga though. I've got you covered. Favorite anime? Favorite anime? Devilman Crybaby. Devilman Crybaby, really good. And I say anime, that one specifically, because I'm more of a manga guy. I'm more of a manga guy, reading guy. But Devilman Crybaby, as far as I'm aware, doesn't have a manga equivalent. So it's good. I like the animation. I like the quirkiness, the derpiness. The soundtrack in that is just amazing. Favorite manga? Berserk. Like I said, I had a Berserk anime account. Of course, that's my favorite one. The bio for the longest time on that one was fave manga is Berserk, if you can't tell. Who did bro think he is? But yeah, I love that one. I started reading that 2021, I think. 2020. Yeah, 2021. Actually maybe 2020. 2021, 2020. I think 21. And it was good. It took me a long ass time to read, but I really liked the characters in that, you know? Fantastic manga. You should read it, but viewer discretion is advised. There was a little bit of naughty stuff in there. What else? Anime, manga, anime. I also read Tokyo Revengers for the longest time when the first few episodes of the anime were airing out. Really liked that one. Never finished it, and I probably won't because I feel like they kind of dragged it out. Maybe. I don't know. But what else? JJK I like, I guess. You know, I like the classics. You know, I watched AOT. Very exciting stuff. Finished that. Man, this reminds me of this story, okay? So I had online English class, and this was during COVID, which makes sense. And I don't know why I emphasize "and" there, but okay. I'm in this English class, and I'm like, okay, what are the assignments, teach? And the assignments were, we were reading Romeo and Juliet, the famous poem by William Shakespeare, and the assignments were basically to summarize a scene a day. Not bad, right? Really fucking bad and really fucking tiring / annoying. A scene is quite a lot. Or, fuck, was it an act a day or a scene a day? It must have been a scene, right? Because an act a day is fucking ridiculous. It was quite a lot, though, for myself. And I guess I did good in high school, if that helps, maybe. It was a lot of work. It was fucking miserable, too, because you had to write a lot, because, you know, I submitted my first assignment, didn't write a ton, basically got back the feedback, fuck you, write more. Okay, I guess. So I wrote more, and that sucked. So anyways, the reason why this is relevant to AOT is because I remember after I finally finished the last assignment on that one, which was editing a video, and I like, it's so funny. I exceeded the time limit for it, so I'm like, okay. I literally took every blank space between sentences, every breath, cut it. It was, I don't even think I have it, but it must have been pretty bad to watch or pretty funny. But it was a voiceover, so it's not like it was super obvious. Barely got that in time. Such a miserable class. Finished it. Felt literally just a, you know, like just a just wave of relief and relaxation after finishing that fucking miserable class. First thing I did, crack open a little bag of hot Cheetos, a little Red 40, never hurt nobody, and ate it and watched AOT. Very fun. I don't know why that's like a core memory of mine, but I really enjoyed it. First anime I watched was Death Note. That's also great. I love the soundtrack on Death Note. Very, very great, honestly. The composer is fantastic. Too bad he's jailed for 10 years. You can Google why if you'd like. But anyways, I also was big on JoJo back in 2019 when Part 5 was airing. I remember being with my friends, anxiously anticipating the release of every episode weekly, and oh boy, that was a fun time. Dabbled in a bit of My Hero Academia. That was like my second major anime after Death Note. That really got me into the anime kind of stuff. I also watched Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Really liked that. Really loved that one song. It's like, I can't wait till you to come clear the cover, or whatever the fuck. Take Me Home, or whatever it's called. Thinking of rewatching that, maybe. Yeah, I like those ones. I like anime-only animes because they don't have books to read, and I usually prefer reading books. Next, oh, shit. Awkward. Next topic, Dungeons and Dragons. You like Dungeons and Dragons? You like D&D? I do. It's very fun. I have this little campaign I worked on a few years ago. Never finished it, but I, aimed to. Oh, another anime. Got into but didn't finish, One Piece. My one friend pesters me for reading it. My brother loves One Piece. Anyways, the reason why I bring that up is because this D&D is sort of inspired by One Piece, because I was creating it while I was reading it, because I have this tendency to incorporate whatever I'm currently consuming or digesting, whatever type of media I'm currently consuming, into whatever work I'm producing / creating. And I'm saying this like I'm some fucking novelist, some author. I'm not. I just write YouTube scripts occasionally and create Dungeons and Dragons campaigns occasionally, aka the one time, really. And I created this little elaborate world about pirates and adventures and treasures. And oh boy, I was going to take all my friends and combine all this. And just kind of fizzled out because it was a fuck ton of work. I don't know why I made it so much for my first campaign ever. Never happened, that's why. But I want to one day pick that up and write, because I like writing. I like yapping. And despite that, my favorite subject's math. I'm a little fricked up in the head. Yeah, you tell me. I don't know. Yeah, D&D is fun. I first kind of got into it with my online friends on Discord, like 5 years ago or so online. It was fun. It was good stuff. I enjoyed that you could just do anything you want. It's like the video game I always wanted, and you can do like anything you want on it. What's there not to like? Especially if you have a good dungeon master and you don't have some fucking prick who's like, you can't do anything, type of thing, right? And yeah, so I'd like to continue that, I guess. There you go. What else? Let me think. Art. I'm not big on art. Back to school. I always sucked at it. I suck at drawing. I suck at coloring. All that stuff. My fucking penmanship is frankly horrible. I don't know why I brought that up, because there's like a little Squidward painting I bought at like Hot Topic above my thing here. Anyways, I suck at it. Funny story. I in freshman year of high school, signed up for an art course. Geez, Jacob, why would you do that? Because, let me tell you, dear viewer, it's because I heard it was an easy class. And it was an easy class. So that tells you something, I guess. If you know the local high school I went to by miracle and you piece together the dots, take that art class. It's easy. But it was also COVID, and I literally uploaded, frankly, a piece of shit of... It would have been better to shit on a piece of paper and stick a flower in it than what I had submitted. Okay? Just to kind of exaggerate a bit, but also be a little truthful. That's kind of how it was. And yeah, that was interesting. Art in high school, though, easy, because, you know, my high school, you needed to have credits for art gym. Fun fact about the gym credit, since we were online, I just took an online class for the gym credit. Thank God I did not want to go through that in actual gym class. So, what else? What other personal effects of my life can I give away so you guys have more information on me? Let's think. Let's start with my social insurance numbers. Just kidding. What am I born yesterday? Yeah, that's a joke for you, because I'm a little joker. I'm a little comedian. Let's see. I'm just looking around my desk here for things to talk about. 5 gum. Really like 5 gum. It's something I chew on almost daily. Like you chew on this dick. Oh, got him. What else do I like? Fisherman Friends lozenges. Here, let me take one out here for you. These things, delicious, okay? Started this obsession in university. Very good, lubricates your throat. Maybe I need to pop one here, but I think we're about 3/4 done. Time flies when you're having a blast, right? So, what else do we have on my desk here? We got a monitor 1, monitor 2, phone here, charging 2. Gee whiz. I also got this microphone. This is what I use to record my videos. Bought this like 7 years ago for $200. Frankly, my best investment for YouTube. Still works beautifully. It's an Technica AT2020. Very good. It's on the Rode mic stand. What else do we got here? Scarlett 2i2 audio interface right over there. What's that? Jacksepticeye gave me that beautiful little number. Discord on this monitor. YouTube on this monitor. So before I started this little yap sesh, I was thinking, I'm like, what can I make a YouTube video about this maybe? I'm like, okay. Setting a world record on yapping sessions. Tune in, type it up. See some guy, 6-hour yapping session. Fuck, I do not want to yap that long. I mean, excuse me, this hour has gone by pretty seamlessly, if I do say so myself. But I just wouldn't want to do it for that long. You know what I'm saying? But maybe one day if I'm streaming. But that kind of defeats the purpose of a yap session, because I can look at a little chat and be like, well, what do these people have to suggest? A yap session must be just yourself, just talking. This is like a dopamine detox. I'm just looking at myself talking. And I love hearing myself talk. My glass is crooked after I smack them. Okay, anyways. What else do we got here? We got my wallet. Do you want to see the credit card numbers inside? Just kidding. Again. I got a coaster from Banff, Canada. What else? We got a little eye cleaner. We got a little, I'm not going to show that because there's a phone number on it. We have a little, my friend just messaged me on Discord. Let me just close out of this because it's a little distraction. Open this up. Okay. Okay. Thumbnails, YouTube thumbnails. Completely sidetracked. I just thought of something to talk about. I would say with YouTube, I am fairly decent at the talking / editing kind of thing. Hopefully. I don't see a lot of people complain about that. But the thing I think I really struggle on is A, consistency. B, and then it's just B, like getting people to click, like the actual title, idea, thumbnail, the whole video packaging is what it's called, I believe. Because I don't get great clicks. I've had them on rare occasion, like those 2 videos, the one with almost 1 mil and the one with 0.5 mil. You know, those have done well. But not every video has. And admittedly, some thumbnails have been kind of ass. You know, some thumbnails have kind of sucked. But I think some haven't. And, okay, bedtime reminder. Sorry, let me just swipe that. And I think most haven't, though. So it's like, why? Because people don't want to click on it. Dumbass. Yeah, I don't know. Something to work on. If I had money, I would just pay someone, but I don't, because I'm a little broke uni college student boy who makes some money off YouTube, but not enough to pay someone for a thumbnail every video. Let me tell you that much. Also just got an idea. So I was on a little trip to visit my online friends. And along the trip, I'm not going to say where because you never know. And on the way, or sort of as a part of the trip, we also went to Cedar Point, which was fun. Cedar Point, if you don't know, is like the biggest roller coaster park in the world, I think. I'm not Googling, I'm yapping, okay? And it's very similar to Canada's Wonderland for my fellow Canadians there. I go there like almost every year. I mean, it's Canada's Wonderland's owned by Cedar Point, so that makes sense. But it was fun. Something that sucked, though, was Top Thrill Dragster was closed. Really looked forward to going to that one. I couldn't, okay? That sucked. But everything else was really fun. Is it better than Canada's Wonderland? I don't know. I left at like 6 p.m. So I didn't go on like every single ride I maybe would have wanted to go, but I went on the big ones like Millennium Force, Valraven, Maverick, Logan Paul, Low Gangster. No, what's it called? No, I didn't go on Steel Vengeance. I went on Magnum fucking like XL Condom or whatever the fuck it's called. Went on that one. They were fun. They were really good, actually. At least compared to Canada's Wonderland, it's cool because Cedar Point is on that little island in Sandusky, Ohio. So, you go on the very tippy top of a roller coaster. You're like, wow, look at beautiful Lake Erie. I'm pretty sure it's Lake Erie. Look at beautiful Lake Erie. Wow. Versus you go on top of the Leviathan at Canada's Wonderland. Like, wow, the parking lot. It's so beautiful. Yeah, that was, I would say, the major thing. Also, everything was in U.S. prices and was very fucking expensive. Lunch was like 40 Canadian dollars. My friends my one friend, he literally got the same meal as us, plus like a little soda cup. $40. He like looked at his bank statement. He's like, huh, what? Where did this all come from? You know, that kind of thing. But it makes sense. Those are how parks make a lot of money. Now, also had an idea. What are my favorite YouTubers? Well, I'm glad you asked, dear viewer. If you're still watching at the 52-30-something minute mark, comment, I love Cedar Point, Sandusky, Ohio, CEO mindset. Anyways, what was I going to say? Favorite YouTubers? I really, really like, at the moment, Super Mega. Super Mega is really good. I realize now in about 6 minutes, I'm going to have to do something funny for all the people who maybe just skip to the 59-minute mark. Like, wait, let's see what he's going to say. Anyways, Super Mega. Really like them. I've been watching them lately. They've been kind of a little bit of an inspiration for me. Obviously, you got the goats growing up. PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Captain Sparkles. I really liked a lot of Jay Schlatt growing up as well. Or growing up. I was like 16, okay? I've been watching a lot of Ludwig lately. Point Crow, Small Ant. I would scroll, but that's against the yapping rules, except for when I close the Discord tab, because I was like reading it. Now I just have some file explorer tab open. I wonder if you could actually see what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at anything crazy. I'm looking at yapping session on YouTube and some thumbnails on the left here. Anyways, I'm looking if I have anything that reveals fucking who I am here. No, I'm a little paranoid. Okay. What else? What was I saying? Favorite YouTubers. I used to watch a lot of Moist Critical. I don't watch a ton of him anymore. Just cause, like similar to the recent video I watched, YouTube drama. I just don't think it has a place in my life. It's interesting sometimes, but I think fucking waiting with like, oh God, when's the next Moist Critical video gonna come out? Like, I don't think that does me any good. Interesting to hear Boogie 2988 scam people, but like, it doesn't change my life knowing about it either. What else? Those are like the real big Squeaks. I love Squeaks. Squeaks is one of my favorite freaking YouTubers. Also really like Germa. They kind of remind me of each other. Yeah, I love Squeaks. He's really funny. I wish I was that funny. I can never do anything right. Stupid. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. What if I just froze there? You know, what if the yapping session failed? Just because I'm just kind of just talking about stuff. I got a light right here. That's how I have this beautiful face illuminating. What else? What else? Oh God, what am I gonna say? 5 minutes left. No. I really like Squeaks. I found him one day through one compilation, and I'm like, yeah, this is perfect. And I also like Northern Lion. I don't watch a ton of him, but when he was playing Balatro, I would watch a lot of that for lunch. People say, like, yeah, my favorite lunch creator to watch while I'm eating lunch. That's like Northern Lion, too. He's great. I love his Balatro. If you like the game Balatro, that's a game I've been playing lately. Jeez whiz. Excuse me. Germa. Man, I would watch a ton of Germa VODs in 11th grade when I would be doing my physics homework. Yeah, that's real. That's true. I would put on a stream if he has one on, or like a VOD. I would go sequentially through the VODs. I don't know why. It's on a YouTube channel. Stupid. And I watched a ton of his Elden Ring. I didn't watch the beginning. I watched maybe the later half, but I saw him beat the game. Chatted once in chat. I think he read one of my chat messages. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, Germa I really like. It's a shame he's pretty much retired, or like soft retired, whatever you want to call it. Did I say I watched Ludwig? Yeah, I like Ludwig. What else? Oh God, I have 3 minutes left. Yeah, but I'm honestly this hour went by really quick. If you're watching, maybe it didn't feel like that, but for me, just to talk, shit, no external like sources of information, and I'm really surprised how well this went, how much I'm actually liking this. Yeah, this is fucking great, dude. This is freaking great. What should I say? To the people who skipped this video, you gotta watch the whole video. Watch the whole video. Why don't I just say that for the next 2 minutes? That would be super cool and awesome. If you're still watching, actually, no, this is going to be for all the little fakers who just clicked in at the 57-minute mark. Comment, I faked this frickin' video and I skipped to the end, you little punk. The real ones would know what you have to comment. Watch the whole video to find out. But yeah, after I'm done this, I'm going to upload this to TikTok, see if it does well. Currently, I have 1 follower and like 43, 42 likes. Maybe this propels me to stardom. Maybe this gets me to 2 followers. Maybe this gets me to no difference. Maybe this video gets flagged for something I said silly in the video. Maybe freaking meteor comes down in the next minute and we all perish. I don't know. But what I do know is that this was really fun. I know I just said that, but I'm surprised with myself for being able to talk this long. I'm just praying the audio is somewhat decent on this, because I am just like, this is how far away the mic is. It's like an arm away. Not even. It's like a forearm. It's like a forearm. Nah, it's like an arm away. It's like an arm away. Like if I straighten my arm like this, yeah, it's like an arm away. But I do lean in occasionally, you know. Hopefully that helps. We'll see. Maybe talking like this helps with some of my performances in my videos too. Yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, hitting the bell notification, follow, like the video, etc., etc. Yeah, check out the YouTube channel if you're still watching. If you like me yapping and it's a little more to the point, a little more cohesive, a little more guided, interesting. Oh my God, last minute left. So yeah, I'm actually kind of amazed I was able to talk this. Well, not really. I'm kind of awesome. I kind of know how to do this. But I did doubt myself. Just a little. I'm like, maybe I won't be able to do this. And I was able to do this. I had a feeling I was able to do this because sometimes I'll be in a Discord call with my friends and I'll just talk a lot and someone will just listen. Yeah, okay, Jacob, sure. So yeah, if you're watching this video and you're waiting for it to end, I am still talking. This was all shot in one take. You can go through, no shirt change, no wardrobe change. Nothing really. Just talking to the microphone, talking to my my little viewer, my dear viewer, my person I'm talking to. Yeah, very awesome, very cool. 10 seconds left. Oh my god! Actually, I'm probably gonna cut the first like 4 or 5 seconds of this video because I'm just like leaning in my chair. So yeah, maybe, wow, 1 hour. I'm on my time. It's 1 hour. Oh my god.